Alright, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to another part of my Dragon Age lore playthrough, canon run, whatever you want to call it. Last time we made it to Ostagar, finally, one of the major points in the game that's really fun. We got betrayed, or well, exiled and betrayed by our brother, Balin, and we were forced to flee from Orzammar and into the deep roads to die, where we found Duncan and the Grey Wardens, who said they would lead us out, and we would join the Grey Wardens after. We met King Kalen, and yeah, we just made it here now. Uh, I remember last time I wanted to. Well, let me level up real quick. I'll do some cunning. 16 and then 20 strength. Yeah. I'm gonna get more coercion because that's just how I play these games. Um, I can't even get. Oh, you need dexterity for dual stuff? Hmm. I might drop the dual wield stuff. I don't know if I can actually. Um. Damn. Well, I'll go for two-handed, I think.
I shall do it.
Yeah, I didn't realize two-handed was dexterity. I should probably realize that, but I'll go for two-handed now. Great sword. Put on my armor. Ah, he's ready for action. Uh, let's see. Do a little bit of exploring. See if there's anything around here. Some elf root. Oh yeah, let me see. Let me see what codexes we got and see if we can read them. Alright, the deep roads. There isn't a dwarf alive who remembers the deep roads as they were. They were a network of tunnels that joined the tides together. To be honest, it isn't even right to give them such a simple term as tunnels. They are works of art, with centuries of planning demonstrated in the geometry of their walls, with the statues of the paragons that watch over travelers, with the flow of lava that keeps the deep roads lit and warm. The cloud gazers up on the surface talk of the imperial highway built by the magisters of old, a raised walkway that crossed thousands of miles, something that could only have been built by magic. Perhaps it is comparable to the deep roads, although we dwarves didn't need magic. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. The Darkspawn rule the deep roads now. When Orzammar sealed off the entrances to the deep roads, abandoning everything that lay out there, we handed over the kingdom that was to those black bastards forever. To think that there are Genlocks crawling over Bonamar? Bonamar? Now? Tearing down our statues and defiling our greatest works. Corruption covers everything we built out there. Every dwarf who goes out and comes back says that it gets worse with each passing year. The foulness spread a little further. And the cloud gazers think that the darkspawn are gone just because they aren't spilling out onto the surface? Huh. One day, when Orzammar is gone for good, they'll find out differently. Those darkspawn won't have anywhere else to go but up, and they'll do it. The surface folks will have themselves a blight that will never end. Transcript of a conversation with a member of the Dwarven Mining Cast, 890 Blessed. So 890 Blessed, I think it's the 8th age with the 90th year? It's the Blessed Age. Like each the different like uh times are sectioned out by like terms, like blessed, and this is what we're playing now is the Dragon Age, which is why the game is titled Dragon Age. Back then, I think if I remember the story, the Chancery leader, I can't remember what her name is, saw a dragon, and I think they were extinct before that or something that where they were gone, and she decided to call this age the Dragon Age. So the Korkari Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmhold indoors and a hound on every doorstep, a powerful Jarl of the Almari peoples stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arling stood on the border of the Dark Forest on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. Can't speak sometimes. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams, and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Jarl's blade. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Jarl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Jarl's army became lost, and it was said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of his Arlings stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Kokari Wilds. There are as many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke eke out an existence even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Korkari Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? From Land of the Wilders by Mary Alis, Chantry Scholar, 918 Dragon. Now that one's pretty interesting. I never knew about the whole werewolf uh, uprising and all that. That's pretty cool. Darkspawn. The surfacers claim that the first Darkspawn fell from heaven. They spin tales of magic and sin, but the children of the stone know better. The Darkspawn rose up from the earth, for it was in the deep roads they first appeared. Creatures to our own likeness, armed and armored, but with no more intelligence than a Tesbadam, bestial and savage. At first they were few, easily hunted and slain by our warriors. But in the recesses of the deep roads they grew in numbers and in courage. Our distant ties came under attack, and now it was the army, not a few warriors, being sent to deal with the creatures. Victory still came easily, though, and we thought the threat would soon be over. We were wrong. As told by Shaper Sibor. Again, that one. Yeah, the Darkspawn. King Kaelin Theron. I'd hoped for a war, like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. Son of the legendary King Merrick Thalen, Kaelin was the first Ferelden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside Queen Anora. Yeah, and like I said, he's very more explained in the books, I believe. It'll gain Mactir. It takes more than legends to win a battle. Logain was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends until Prince Merrick. He became close friends with Prince Merrick, the last true heir to the Veronan throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlasian Empire. Merrick raised his friend to the nobility, and Logain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Freldon ideals of hard work and independence. Just like Kaelin. Merrick and or no, Merrick and Logain were pretty close. Merrick was Kaelin's dad, and all that happened. We'll learn more about Logain. But yeah, there we go. Now we continue on and start exploring around. I feel like when I get codexes, I'll read them at the beginning of the next episode, maybe? Or at the end, I still haven't decided. We'll see. We'll see how I feel at the end of this. No music. Kind of feels lonely.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
The winds are howling out there. This game's pretty atmospheric. This is pretty cool. Oh, this wonder what those shining things are. Just the sun reflecting off of something, I think. Looks cool. Getting a bunch of elf fruit. I don't know why my dude is like still hunched over like he's about to fight, but he is.
It shall be done.
It shall be done. Gifts. Nice. That's for later. When we have companions. Probably can't get through here. Yeah. So I believe Origins combat is kind of like this because I think they were trying to make an MMO, but they scrapped that and just went with a single player game. Which BioWare has made Star Wars The Old Republic. So that is a pretty good MMO. The story's great. The combat in that is also kind of meh, but I hope I'm getting that right. I might be just talking out my ass. I don't know. Let's get across this bridge and continue the story. Listen to the wind howling.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
I want to ask you something else. Looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you then.
New codex.
I'm sorry. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize, I'll go elsewhere. Ah. When?
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I am Aldrich.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
King Caitlin thinks the battle will go well.
The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I mean, dwarves can't be mages, so they can't go to the Fade, unfortunately, so not much. I'm a dwarf after all.
It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Win. So we'll be seeing more of her later.
You will have served your maker.
You get to meet her
Now in
here.
this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to.
Okay.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not a dwarf, yet here you are. The name's Dareth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kukari wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Seems like an odd place for an army to make camp, then.
I'm told the Blight started in the forest, so the army's here waiting for them to come out, dangling meat in front of the bear, if you catch my meaning. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see, like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
And that's one of our other Grey Warden recruits. Jordan? I can't remember his name, but...
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
What kind of, show me what we have.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
Alright, well, let me shoot. What you got? What you got? Oh, he's on the website. I was like, he has this? But no, that's mine. Anything good? Backpack. Yeah, backpack is good. I'll start selling some of my stuff. Dwarven armor, sell, 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 sell. Then I'll buy the backpack. There we go. Alright, let's keep exploring. This game, like I said, it's all about exploring around and finding little things to
In the name of
interact
Allah,
with.
I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
It matters to me if your cause is just.
You're a funny one. They wouldn't listen to some dwarf no matter what you think. Thanks for the laugh, though. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me is all. Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe.
I mean, it's no reason to not feed someone. Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
He put his dinner in his coat? How's he do that?
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is the prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. The man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Yeah, I don't really see why they would just not feed him. Hey, he's just deserting. It's not like he murdered anyone and all that.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
We'll have them on the run, I hear.
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
People going a bit crazy because of Darkspawn? Understandable.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now. Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
I don't remember this. I thought this door was closed. Might be misremembering, I don't know.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Kill the dog. Damn, put the muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
It might be, why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Yeah, this is an important quest if you're not a human noble, just so you know. If you miss that, you're going to miss out on one of the companions.
We who betrayed your prophet now beg of you. Not abandon us in our dark.
I'm missing some dude. Where's he at? He's right here. Okay.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am. Yes, I am Aldrich.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Of course they can. Why couldn't they be?
Since the Grey Wardens protect human lands, I guess the dwarf would not wish to join. Obviously, I'm wrong. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
It's all the big secret, apparently.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
He's got them wild eyes. Alright, now let's go get the final recruit. Or, he's not a recruit, he's already in it, I think.
Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
They're not feared by dwarves.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Yeah, the tranquility of mages is kind of fucked up. Sounds like a horrid practice.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
I feel badly for you.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
Though Divinity Original Sin has much worse stuff that happens to, like, sorcerers in that world.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Alistair. One of the best companions. Sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a bright side to all this. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
How can a dwarf be a mage?
You never know. These mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Audric.
Right, that was the name. There haven't been any dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
We've been fighting them for centuries.
Hard to believe most folks here think the Darkspawn disappeared after the last Blight, when your people still suffer every day. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
The argument I saw, what was that about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
And now it's going to teach me all this stuff. Defender? Sure.
Do this, do that.
Alright. Let's go. We got Alistair, our first companion. Our first real companion, I guess. Really like Alistair. He's one of my favorites. But I guess we will come to see why in the future. Let's get this joining on the road. I believe I did everything. Pretty sure I did.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
And what about the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archives and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, now we got 2 more companions. And we got a quest, 2 quests to do. Get Darkspawn blood and find these treaties of the Grey Wardens.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Actually, let me go back. I think I might have missed something. A couple things, actually.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Tairn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Terran inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Terran Loghain tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I would like an audience with the Terran, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
All that persuasion.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
A fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. You're no surface dwarf, I can see it in your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marik's son, and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Loghain.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Terran Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts.
That's how the Terran feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny the Terran called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Terran's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go.
As you wish.
So I think Kaelin's being a bit, well, dumb. You can't just win a war by one decisive battle that you want all the bards to sing about. I'm sure Loghain is trying to get him to see reason, but Kaelin is young and he wants to do what he wants. Now let's get out there and get that blood and the scrolls. Bunch of woes. Game still sounds kind of loud. I'm just checking. I think it kept it. The music just gets loud sometimes.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please, help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Random, very loud music cue.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is a part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Alright. Moving on. What's that? Nice, it's the flower we needed for the dog. Jesus. Oh, injuries. I totally forgot about that. What do I got? Use it. Alistair got some stuff. Let's see what did you get, Alistair? Nothing really. Okay. Yeah, through. Time to search around some more. I'm stunned. Yeah. Got him.
Very well.
Must be like an auto loot thing on this mod. Very useful. Rigby's Field Journal. Mud Idol. Put that on. Forgot about these dudes just hiding out. Still looking around. The Alpha Wolf. Rip to Dareth. Farewell letter to Jogby. My dear son Jogby, I fear this is the last letter I will write you. I've had difficulty finding the chastened to bring them the Maker's word. I have, however, seen evidence of their passing. They appear to have left this area in great haste, possibly fleeing the so-called Darkspawn that are rumored to be gathering in the wilds in ever great numbers. I have left you a weapon and everything else I can spare, my son. I will try to find you once I have found a safe place. I only hope that you will be safe. With luck, we will meet again. If you see her, tell your mother that I love her, and take care of our family. Your loving father, Rigby. Well then, I got me a better sword. Very nice. Got those squirrels or something. Autosave. Mages are strong in this game. Oh god. Shit. Well, that's why it's saved. Man, this game is harder than I remember. Oh, why did I stack up again? I'm stupid. Okay. Ah, we shouldn't have ran over there. I remembered there was a camp at fucking Gimlocks there. God. Ooh, this feels harder on PC than it was on console. I think I just need to be switching between them or something. Okay. I'm... Okay, he runs off. Here we get out of combat, we heal. She's in there a little bit. Okay, he's coming back. Okay, it only hit me. That's good, that's good. And him. Okay, there we go. Good help on my boy Alistair. Who has to hit once. Alright. There we go. Jesus.
It has begun.
Pinch of ashes. Is it quest related? Alright, well, finally did that part. Definitely going to save after that. Because, whew, that was rough. Let's fight these guys over here since we ran into them. Level up. Get over there. Shush.
Well, you asked for it. I shall do it.
I shall do it. I got some big health cultists I need to put down there too. Why is that Mani's 5 attack? Bane helmet. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let us keep going. I'm sure we're close. The maps, well, I know we're close. The maps aren't too big in this game, but still detailed because, you know, it's not open world and all that. This might be hard too. We'll find out. Get him. Oh my god. Got him.
Okay, done with you now.
There. Okay, that definitely was not as hard as the other one. Anything up here? No. Okay. There it is, the cache.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
There's Morrigan, my favorite companion ever. Favorite character, honestly. In Dragon Age, she's really good. I'm neither the Grey Warden's intruder, and just how are these your wilds?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I'm Audric, a pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Why are you interested in helping us?
Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
I say we go with it.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm no fool, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Alright, well, we have met Morgan and Plymouth, but I think that's where I'm going to end it there for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, Dareth Shiral.